Hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth and today's video is going to be a planning to pen video for 2023. I know, crazy, but there you are. So I have in front of me a selection of products that I hope, the majority of them I want to finish, and there's a few that I'll touch on that I just want to get a lot of use out of next year. But yeah, I did this last year and I enjoyed it and I kind of wanted to do it again this year. And I think I'll do another video as well, just reviewing or reflecting on what I had in the video this time last year. And how did I get on? Stay tuned for that one. So let's get started at the beginning. I have two primers. Now they're both quite small ones, but you know, still numbers in my collection and still quite a bit, because this one will probably take me the whole year. This one maybe not so much, but one is the Smashbox Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer, and I'll only use that kind of around these kind of areas, and then this one will be for the rest of the perimeter of the face. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in the shade Too Fair. So I'd like to have these two in my project pans next year to finish up. Foundations, again, I have two. I have the Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream in the shade number 23. Is that a shade color or anything? No, just number 23. And I have the number 7 Hydroluminous Moisturizing Foundation in Cool Beige. So this is more winter skin, springtime, you know, that kind of, and this is more summertime. It's a bit darker. Both are oldest in my collection and both are kind of half used, so I'd like to finish the two of those up before the end of next year, all going well. Should be doable, should be doable. Concealers, so I have two concealers. I have from Revolution, I have the Eye Bright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer in the shade Fair. So it's one of these, and I think it'll be satisfying to watch this kind of travel up along as it goes. So that's just a regular everyday concealer. And then I also have a corrector, which I enjoy. I actually use correctors more than I use the concealers. The concealers I use when I'm doing videos and stuff like that, if I'm going out at night. But for daytime use, I just stick to the corrector. And this is the Pixie by Petra corrector in the shade Brightening Peach. And I've only kind of tested it. I haven't used it excessively, if you know what I mean. I'm still working on my Becca under eye, but that should be done by the end of the year, all going well. So that'll be my one for next year. Next up is a powder, and it is a loose powder. It is from Hourglass. It's the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. So it is the smaller version of it, which is just perfect. I wish I could just buy all my makeup in these kind of sizes. These little sizes, they just make me happy. Because it means I can try loads of different stuff without feeling bad about it. But yeah, just clean that on my boob there. What else are they for? So yeah, I want to use this up. I've literally only used it a couple of times, so it's pretty full, but you know, I would imagine I'd have it done in a year, all going well. A setting spray. I have the Urban Decay All Nighter, and it is a kind of a travel size one. How much is in this one? How many mils? Sir, would you mind telling me how many mils you are? Oh, you would you? Okay, well fine. I didn't even want to know anyway. Oh, I lied. 30 mil. So that'll be easy enough for me to use. Having said that, this isn't something that I use every day. I only use it if I'm actually leaving the house. So I have other sprays that I use just to, you know, take down the powdery look. But if I want stuff to last when I leave the house, this is what I go for. So that will be easily used up in the year, I would imagine. Let me see now, what else here are finish goals. Okay, these three are finish goals. I have the She Glam brow pencil liner. So we've got, you know, one of these marker liners on one side and a thin brow pencil on the other. Oop, wrong side. Oopsie daisies. So I would like to finish that, shouldn't be a problem. I have a lip liner from number 7. I don't know what shade it is because I have it quite a long time. There's a good bit of product left in it, but it is the oldest in my collection. It is a colour that I like, but I need to finish it off. That one needs to be done. I have a Beauty Bay crayon eyeliner in the shade Vanilla. So it's just a creamy beige shade for your bottom waterline. down here. I like to use it for that. I prefer the kind of cream shade to a white shade. I find white is a tad stark on me, whereas this just looks a little bit nicer, I feel. I have a perfume I'd like to finish up. This is one of the few perfumes that doesn't give me a migraine. It is the Emporia Armani Because It's You. Beautiful scent, really enjoy it, but need to use it. Lovely. I have a hair product that, I don't know, I think it's a bit of a con really. It's the Inculist Peptide Volumizing Hair Treatment. Hair thickening serum, best for fine hair, and I do have fine hair. I didn't notice that it did much, but maybe I haven't used it consistently enough. So if I put it into a project, I'll be consistent in my use and therefore be actually able to tell you if it makes a difference. I don't think it does. We shall see. Ones that I'd like to use up, it might be a bit of a stretch. I have, although this is the Vive Eye Wand in Sand. And it is very much akin to a eye primer for me. So it has that lovely beige kind of shade. So I kind of rooted through my collection and thought, oh yeah, that might actually work as an eye primer when I was on the hunt for one. So it's kind of like the Sigma one. So I'm going to try and use that one, but there is a lot of product in it, I would imagine. And you only need a small bit for eye primer, as you well know. Oh, there's a lot. There we go. That's how much is in it. So we're going to give that a go and see how we get on. I feel like I've been a bit more realistic in my goals this year. Am I though? We'll see this time next year. I have the Sculpted by Amy Lip Duo in Mauve Matte. So we have a lip liner on one side. So quite a different shade to the other one that I have in. And it's a bit deeper, a bit darker. And it has a lipstick on the other side. Might be a stretch getting that out, the lipstick. And I have another lipstick that I'm hoping to finish as well, which is probably a bit... this is the Marc Jacobs Sugar High. Little mini lipstick. There isn't a whole lot left in it though, and it is quite a nude shade. I feel I could use it maybe as a cream blush as well if I needed to. So those are the ones that I'd definitely finish and I'm hoping to finish. These next items are just items I want to get as much use in as I can in the following year. So let's go with cream blushes first. I have the e.l.f. Monochromatic Multi-Stick in the shade Dazzling Peony. It is a shade that I really enjoy, but I have noticed it is starting to turn. So I feel like I need to get that used up. There's only that much left in it. There isn't a whole lot, but still that'll probably take, gosh, it could take 6 months. I've learned that this year. I remember last year thinking, oh no, sure, I'll have that done in no time. Yeah. I also have the Revolution Super Dewy Liquid Blush. I've really been enjoying mixing liquid and cream blushes together to get that lovely kind of glowy blush look a la the Charlotte Tilbury ones that she does. I learned that from Kelly Gooch, so I think I'll pop this in as well to our project at some stage. I'm going to keep these on the box, kind of like Jen from Project Beauty and Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty. And it'll be my box to dip into when I'm doing, like, say, Deca Panning or that. I'll have these kind of ones that I want to get progress on in for those kind of things, ready to kind of pick out. I also have the Milk Makeup Bronzing Stick in the shade Bait. As we all know, this is colossal. I won't even roll it up because I know it can be so problematic. But I need to just get a good bit of use on this year. I really need to start seeing some movement on it because it's going to go bad. And I mean, that would be disappointing, wouldn't it? Also in for use is my Revolution Bright Light Highlighter in the shade Strobe Champagne. So again, it's another one of these stick kind of, it's so hard to open though. It's such a pain. This is it here, and this is the kind of shade that I will mix with this to make one of those glowy blushes, and I think it'll be quite pretty, hopefully. Not going bad. And then last, but by no means least, I have a face palette. Now, last year, I was very naive and idiotic and put in a blush palette with, how many was in that? 8 blushes? Silly girl. So this year I'm bringing in one of these. Now, don't get me wrong, I know this is going to be a tough challenge as well. I've seen Elizabeth Murray try to pan one of these this year. She's made some great progress on it, but it can be slow going. I think what I will do though is I'll focus on certain shades. So I'm going to focus on this one first. This is the not the strobing, this is the dim light, is it? What do you call it, sir? finishing powder in diffused light. This is diffused, I think, and this is dim light, isn't it? Or no, that's the... Look it. This is the one I'm going for. And this is going to be kind of used for my under eyes and stuff. The rest of them I'll dabble into, but I won't be focusing on. I'm waiting for Hayley from Just Buy the Makeup, used to be her channel name. I still call her Hayley from Beauty News, even though they don't do it anymore, but you know who I'm on about. She is talking about repressing an hourglass powder. And I want to see how she gets on with it, because I've heard other people try to repress them and it's been a bit of a disaster. So I want to see how she gets on with it, because I am considering actually these two. Scraping them out and repress them into a pan on their own to make a nice bronzer. Because this is a tad dark for me as a powder, even in the summertime. It's not that dark, but it's just a little bit darker. So if I put the two of these together, it might make a lovely winter bronzer. And then we have a highlighter and the blushes. Look, I just want to see how I get on. I'm starting with this, so we'll see how we go. But yeah, those are my plans for next year. What do we think? Am I being overzealous again? I feel like I've reined it in a little bit in comparison to what I thought I'd do last year. Think, maybe, maybe not. Only time will tell, guys. Only time will tell. Plus, I have less in my collection now, so I'm not going to be pulled in different directions as often, I feel, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Sorry, it's so dark. It is winter time here now in Ireland. It does get dark before 3 o'clock. So, light is no longer my friend. But yeah, I love these videos. I love watching them. I hope you enjoyed watching this one. Let me know if you would like to see an update on last year's to see how I got on. I'm curious myself. I need to rewatch it and kind of see what did I put in. And oh, just have a laugh at how stupid I was. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully I'll chat to you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Slán.